Originally, it was Grime Daily, as a lot of people that know it will know. And then in 2012, we did a bit of a rebrand to incorporate some more of the rap music that we were featuring. So then it became GRM, Grime and Rap Music Daily. And I guess if we're going back to the very beginning, I was a huge fan of grime music from like young, from school days. Didn't live in London, but I was kind of working within the whole MySpace movement of artists, and through that I met two guys, Posty and Pierre, who were coming to me for like mixtape covers, you know, the usual kind of MySpace and mixtape cover things, as two artists that they were. And they came to me with an idea to do, I guess, the UK World Star hip hop, but World Star Grime, I think, was the original name that was thrown between the two of us. And look, I was somebody that lived on the blogs and felt that there was a gap for something very similar. So when the three of us came together and we were thrashing out this idea, it felt like a natural thing to get involved as someone that was like super passionate about it. So yeah, I got involved then, and we just started posting stuff on the website. Realized really quickly on that there wasn't enough content, so we had to go out and start shooting content. So me, who was not based in London and was more on the digital side and the branding side, I was taking care of that, while the other two guys were running around making content and making stuff happen with the artists.
And following on from that, when you started the platform, what were some of the barriers you experienced? Because grime wasn't as big then as it is now.
I guess barrier-wise, it was early on in terms of internet video, so we'd kind of transitioned from the DVD era into like online music. Not a lot of people were used to consuming this kind of online, certainly on YouTube. But I think the biggest barrier for us starting the business was really kind of the website side of things. And really early on, what happened was Posty was literally hammering everyone on Facebook, like posting them links to the website. And what we figured out was that it was really difficult to have lots of traffic on a website. And it felt at the time like an overnight success, because we went from like nothing to a website that was getting thousands of hits each day. And basically the architecture of how we set up the website at that point just couldn't handle that much traffic, so it kept crashing all the time. So I think really the barrier for us then was more of a technical barrier, and actually keeping the website online and the demand for views alive.
Thank you. And in 2011, the Grime Daily music platform was removed off YouTube. How did you bounce back from that, and why was it originally shut down?
So 2011, 2012, very, very difficult time for us, right? Because we'd kind of been working on this thing. It was growing really fast, and it was almost like the money was flowing, right? And it wasn't big money, right? But to us at that point in time, it felt like a proper business, right? YouTube were paying us. We were getting advertising money from the website. And then literally overnight, it was the plug was pulled, right? And we had no idea why, to be honest. There was lots of rumors about this video, that video, SB, but none of them were really true. And actually, it took us a long time to get through to our YouTube manager. And what it came down to was a copyright strike from a random event that we got paid to shoot, where there was a bunch of comedians on there, and not all of them had signed the waiver that you needed. And one of them was able to pull the video and, essentially do a strike on the account. Now, there's a few other things in there as well. Like, we didn't have 3 strikes on the account. I think we had 2. So we didn't really know why it was actually pulled and why we couldn't get it back. But ultimately, it was gone, and there was not a lot we can do about it. So we went on a bit of a journey from that point. I guess it felt like overnight that the business was dead, right? Because 90% of the money that was paying to keep the website up, paying people to write content, film, was just gone. And what we decided to do, which later turned out to be a bit of a naive mistake, was we decided to host the video ourselves on our website. And the idea behind that was, if we hosted the video ourselves, we could control the advertising coming through the player. So we partnered up with this company that did this, right? Did video players and advertising. And yeah, it made the money to run the platform, but we just didn't realize how demanding that would be and how much money it would cost to actually just run the player and run all the impressions. So we decided that we'd keep doing that, but we had to grow the business up, and that's when we turned it, I guess, into a bit more of a business. We started looking at advertising deals with proper advertising networks, and really the content branded deals that would actually start bringing the money in to sustain the business, while we launched a new YouTube channel and started getting that money back up. So really it was a pivotal point for us to grow up the business, but we made it up as we went along, and we made the mistakes to go with it, so to speak.